Namaste everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shubham Alock and today I am going to talk about a very important topic. This have been bugging the mind of people since long, right? This past life karma and all these things. But today I'm not going to talk about past life karma at all. Today my topic is future life. Right, so in Vedic astrology, we can see every dimension and every aspect of a human life. That includes past life also, present life also, and future life also. The horoscope is a lamp which lets us see the karma that is kept in darkness. In a dark room, with the help of a lamp, you will be able to see everything. Whatever is in front of you, behind you, on your sides, whatever, right? So horoscope also serves the same purpose, but there is a point which is not well understood though. That is, we generally think that horoscope indicates past life karma. That is not true. Actually, horoscope indicates how the past life karma will be manifested in this life, and it does not show what is the past life karma in reality. Actual past life karma is not seen, but the manifestation of past life karma is seen, right? So when you see a difficult seventh house, it is a manifestation of a bad past life karma which is giving you a bad marriage, rather than indicating that you have done something bad in your marriage in the previous life, right? So this is the first point that needs to be understood. Now the second point, or our topic for today, is regarding the future lives. So sages, and you know what, like many people opine that we cannot make more than 70% accurate predictions. Many such claims are being made, and whenever I listen to such claims, my only comment is why the people talk about themselves and think that whatever is happening with us happens with the whole world. That is a very wrong notion of self-happiness, it seems, right? So once you have understood classics, and once you have read astrology properly, formally, in the tradition, these barriers will be removed. But the problem is, proper learning of Vedic astrology is not done nowadays, right? 80% of the people are self-learned or learned from an incompetent guru. That adds to the condition that astrology is in right now. However, that's not my basic point. Coming to the manifestation of karma in this particular life, sages have recommended us a formula to check about the future life, where the person will go in his future life. Now let's do a little bit of reverse calculation. From the birth horoscope itself, it is decided about where the person will go after his death, or what will be his condition after the death. So, of course, it indicates that particular area of life, or it indicates that particular area of karma that is there for a lifetime, right? Like the major point, the major theme of the karma, right? So, like, better to explain it with the formula itself. The formula is pretty simple. 6th, 7th, and 8th house of the horoscope natal D1 chart you have to look at. Whatever planet is situated there, you have to find the strongest planet. In the 6th, 7th, and 8th house, if there is only one planet, take the only one planet. If there is more than one planet, you take the stronger of that planet. And if there is no planet, then you take then there is another method to be followed. Right. So set number 1, there is one planet in 6th, 7th, and 8th house, take that planet. More than one planet, take the stronger one. Now, stronger one, as per Sthanbali, you have to take. Exaltation is the most powerful. Retrograde is the another powerful one, followed by planet in Mula Trikona, followed by planet in own Rashi, followed by planet in friendly Rashi. And still, if you are unable to decide, you can use Shadbal. But my students and my followers should know how to find the strongest planet without using Shadbal. And for the common people, I am saying Shadbal you can use, that you cannot use in reality, but still, for the matter of. So you have to find the strongest planet, and then you have to go to the D3 chart to find the Drekana occupied by this particular planet, D3 chart. Now say this particular planet in the 6th, 7th, and 8th house is a particular planet. For an example, take this chart. In this horoscope, there is Sun situated in the 6th house. And there is no planet in the 7th house and 8th house, right? So I have to take this Sun, which is situated in the 6th house, and I have to go to the Drekana, known as the D3 chart. This is the traditional D3 chart that I am using, that is recommended to be used. And here I have to see in which Rashi Sun is placed in. So Sun is placed in Gemini. Now you have to take the Lord of this Rashi, right? So the Lord of Gemini is Mercury, right? And this Mercury tells you about the future life. If there is more than one planet, then you take all the planets and then you decide. For example, in the horoscope of Ramana Maharshi, in the 7th house, there is Mars, and in the 6th house, there is Saturn. Out of them, Mars is more powerful, being in his own Rashi. So Mars have to be taken, and then you go to Drekan to find Mars is in the sign of Jupiter. And this is the Jupiter that you have to see. This is the Jupiter that you have to check in the horoscope. This condition of Jupiter in the D1 chart will tell you where the person goes after his death or after this life. This is the first point. Now, when there is no planet in 6th, 7th, or 8th house, in that scenario, you have to check the 6th, 7th, and 8th house of the D3 chart. And out of all these 3 houses, you don't have to take the Rashis, right? You have to take the Lord of this Rashi, right? And whichever planet is powerful out of this 3 Rashi, that planet needs to be chosen. For a particular example, in the horoscope of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahans, there is no planet in 6th, 7th, or 8th house. So I have to go to Drekana chart, D3 chart, and see the Rashi in the 6th, 7th, and 8th house. Now, in the Drekana D3 chart in the 6th house, there is Mars, but Mars is not our consideration right now. Now, out of Mars is not to be considered, just the Rashi and the Lord of the Rashi have to be considered. Now, looking at the 6th, 7th, and 8th house, we find that the 6th Lord is Moon, 7th Lord is Sun, and the 8th Lord is Mercury. Out of these 3, we have to decide the powerful one, the stronger one. And we find out that Mercury is the most powerful one out of these 3. This deciding the stronger one should be done in the natal chart, D1 chart, not in the Rekana chart itself. That is to be very strongly noticed. Now, this Mercury is more powerful. Mercury is more powerful because it is retrograde, and Mercury is also more powerful because it is in this, because it is getting Digbal, it is getting the directional strength by being situated in the ascendant, right? So this Mercury for the case of Ramakrishna Paramahans, this Jupiter for the case of Ramana Maharshi, and Mercury for the case of this particular horoscope. The first example is the planet which tells us about the future life. right? Now remember, this particular planet tells you about the life, the future that one have to, the future life where one will be. The funda is simple. Now I am using a table which is according to my experience, and this is not in accordance with what classics say, right? If the Drekana Lord is Jupiter, Moon, or Sun, then one goes to the Devlok, or the region of gods. In this also, for the case of Moon, one goes on to Swarga, or heaven, that I will call an inferior place. And for Sun and Jupiter, one goes to higher planes such as Vaikunt, Kailash, etc. If this particular planet, who is indicating where the person will go after his death, is Venus or Mercury, then one have to come again. Then one will be born again in this human life itself, right? And if this planet is Saturn or Mars, then one goes to hell, suffers there for some time. So heaven, hell, or earth is indicated. This is according to my own experience. It is contradictory with what classics say, right? But always remember, in all my courses, in all my teachings, I follow what I have seen true with experience, and I do not follow books blindly, right? Once you get proper enough understanding, you generally don't follow books, right? This is the normal norm. Now, in the horoscope of Ramakrishna Paramhans, for an example, if you remember, the planet was Mercury, which was indicating where the native will go after his death. And Ramakrishna Paramhans in his Vachanamrit have clearly told that I will be born as a bowl, and my wife Sharda will be born as a bowl, and we both, husband and wife, will go on asking for alms throughout eastern part of Bengal. He himself have told this. He, being a super realized soul, he knew it, and the horoscope also indicates the same, right? Now the point, the basic point, or the research funda, or the research formula that I am here to share in this particular video is something else. Now, because this planet indicates the future life, this planet also indicates the major area or major issue that one have to face or one have to activate in this particular lifetime. This is the basic indication, right? Because this is deciding your future path. The horoscope that is made at your birth time indicates the prarabdha karma, the karma that you are destined to go through in this life. And as the same horoscope decides your future journey also, it also decides what major type of karma you are doing here, right? Because based on this particular kriyaman karma that you are going to do in this life, it will decide where you will go post your death, right? So the basic point is, this planet, you have to see the house this planet is situated in, and that house will tell you the major karma. For an example, for Ramakrishna Paramahans, it is Mercury, the planet, who is indicating the future life, and this is situated in the ascendant. Ascendant indicates person sharing his knowledge, person sharing his experience, person making his life as an example which many people follow as the major karma in this life. Living an exemplary life, devoting yourself for the betterment of the world, keeping your happiness, likes and dislikes at stake for the work that you are here to complete and fulfill. Karma related to name, fame, and status is basically what it indicates. When this planet is related to the second house, earning of money, helping family members, donation of body parts, and helping people financially, taking care of downtrodden people is the basic karma that one have to keep on engaging with in this life, which decides the future path. When this particular planet is connected to the third house, then great works of valor, going out of your comfort zone to achieve something, going out of your comfort zone to support someone, being a very good friend, being that kind of an influential person who helps everyone get their works done, who protects everyone in the society, people who think for others, people who disseminate knowledge, teach and preach people who guide others, is indicated as the major karma in this life. When this particular planet is situated to the fourth house, spiritual development, devotion to mother, working for mother, making dharmashala kind of places for public lodging, taking care of animals, treating the whole world as your family, and helping everyone from humans to animals to everyone, taking care of everyone, taking care of the society, is the karma that is indicated, right? So karmas are according to the basic signification of the planet and the yogas that are being made and the aspects that the planet is receiving, right? I'm in this particular video, I'm just talking about the houses and how they work in this regard to the karma that one is going to have in this life, the karma that is one is destined to do in this life, right? But that is just a basic analysis. It is a complete technique. So you take the planet and looking at the aspects and conjunctions of this planet, you are supposed to go deeper and deeper. Like in the case of Ramana Maharshi, which had Jupiter the planet indicating the future life, it was connected to the fifth house, which indicates having strong followership, having good children, and contributions on knowledge, self-inquiry, guiding people, karma related to mantra meditation, karma related to any type of mental karma, producing a new research, producing new things, producing showing new path and new light to the world, giving new philosophy, helping people how to live in these bad times is what you are going to do. When this particular planet is connected to the sixth house, suffering through diseases, helping people, serving your family members, specifically standing by the side of your relatives, is the major karma that is indicated. When this planet is connected to the seventh house, shifting to foreign lands, transforming cultures, transforming, removing the orthodox opinions and orthodox setup of the society, marriage, partnership, fighting for someone, fighting for the society, fighting for the betterment, and sacrifice is the major karma that is indicated. When this planet is connected to the eighth house, transformation through yantra, mantra, and tantra, living a life, taking hardship on behalf of others, taking troubles of others on your shoulders to keeping them free, suffering on behalf of others, raising your voice for helping others, is indicated with eighth house. When this particular planet is connected to the ninth house, teaching, preaching, sharing knowledge, making new career opportunities, guiding people on what to do, what not to do, inventing new streams of knowledge, being father figure for the society, right, and guiding people onto a new path is the karma that is indicated. When this planet is connected to the 10th house, setting up a new area of work is indicated, and as 10th house also indicates self, living an exemplary life which people will want to follow, and all the things told for the first house is also applicable for the 10th house. For 11th house, the major karma is related to work, earning of money, gain of prestige and honors, and is indicated that this person have to basically gain a lot of things, but it will be a person who, despite having all of things, will propagate that. It is a person who will show the ugly side of achievements, is the major karma. And when this particular planet is connected to the 12th house, sacrificing everything, giving away everything, diseases, handicap, loss of things which you love a lot, loss of things which you want with you to stay for a lifetime, is the major karma that this person have to go through in this particular life. This is just the basic based on the house that I have told. Certainly the Rashi position of the planet, the conjunction over the planet, and the aspects over the planet also have to be judged and seen very carefully. For that matter, take one more example of Albert Vaisab. So Albert is having Moon in the 6th house, Rahu and Mars in the 8th house. And out of them, it is Mars which is exalted and Rahu which is in Capricorn. And Mars is the most powerful one because Mars is in Capricorn, Rashi in Aquarius Navamsha, which according to one of my research that I have revealed on YouTube also, it will be considered Vargottam, whereas Rahu is not getting any such condition at all. Now this Drekana dispositor of this Mars is Saturn itself. Right? So because of Saturn, it is indicating that this person have to go through neither worlds, right? The soul will go to the neither worlds. You have to remember a particular point. The soul going to neither world is temporary. The soul going to the heaven is also temporary. This is neither moksha. Moksha or salvation or emancipation is something else, which comes through a specific combination that I will tell you by the end of the video. Right now, this is Saturn, and this Saturn is connected to the 10th house. 10th house is the house of karma, which is indicating that this person will do great karma. This person will do huge karmas. And specifically, as I have told you, related to the 10th house, that this person lives a life which is exemplary. Right? So Albert Einstein is still an example for people. People say, are you Einstein? Right? So an exemplary life is indicated by the Saturn going to the 10th house. Now, specifically because the Saturn is going into Pisces, and Pisces is a water sign. His major karma was related to the water and places around water, Hiroshima, Nagasaki for that matter. And this Saturn is with Sun, Venus, and Mercury also. Sun indicates that his major karma was related to government, who took his atom formula and make a bomb out of it. His major karma was related to woman and marriage, Venus, and his karmas were related to Mercury, teaching, education, his contributions to the field of knowledge, physics, and all the fields that he had been into is indicated, right? So basically, this planet and the combinations of this planet indicates those major life areas or those major karmas that you are going to do in this life that is going to shape or have an effect on your future life and also on your departure from this world. Where do you land after your soul departs this particular world, right? Certainly, as I have told in the starting also, that horoscope does not indicate past life karma, but indicates the manifestation of that past life karma into this life, right? And this planet is so crucial because this is the planet which indicates that major path which is throughout this life and also going to shape the future life. And as I have told, remember, whether the soul is going to the heavens or going to the hell, it is not permanent. After hell, you have to be born again, and after heaven also, you have to be born again. For complete salvation to happen, there are many combinations, but there is particularly one combination that I will want to talk about. Powerful Jupiter, situated in 1st, 4th, 7th, 10th, 6th, or 8th house. Powerful Jupiter that is exalted own Rashi, Mulitrikona, or Vargottam, situated in these houses, also occupying either the Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius, Pisces, or Cancer Navamsha. And at the same point of time, the ascendant of the Navamsha should also be benefic Rashis. That is Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Pisces Navamsha. So Navamsha ascendant benefic Jupiter in a benefic Navamsha while being placed in the 1st, 4th, 7th, 10th, 6th, or 8th house from the ascendant being powerful is one of the major combination for emancipation or salvation, which indicates that whatever karma one is going to do in this life, his spirituality will be very strong. And after this life, he is going to get emancipated. He is going to be salvation. He is going to achieve salvation. So this was one of the major technique that I wanted to share today. Keeping in mind that nowadays astrologers, astrology learners, and astrology enthusiasts are not that well learned. Their foundations of Indian philosophy, their foundations of astrology, and their learnings and readings in astrology is very shaky and very weak and very poor. I thought it will be good if I make a video on this particular topic and enlighten people about how the karma which is going to be throughout your life, which is going to create a path in this life and also going to influence the future life, is to be seen through the horoscope, which is one of the major part of karma and this karmic aspect of astrology. Thank you for taking your time out and watching the video.